Yeah. It's really interesting because for a few years I've been asked where do I see wrestling going because it's definitely changed just in the last several years. What it is has changed. I think a lot of fans have noticed that by the younger guys compared to the Attitude Era, for instance. And if it keeps moving in that direction, I was trying to figure like I could have seen it going to where it's more like a traveling Broadway play kind of thing,
Hmm.
like which I don't think would be good. But I mean, I was just trying to look at the direction and where I saw a lot of changes. But there's so much happening that I wouldn't have ever imagined by the whole playing field changing over and over again. And it's just cool because, you know, wrestling isn't about what it used to be about. Obviously, like it started way back in the day being about one thing, and it was a real private, um, secret society that didn't have to adhere to outside rules of society, of the world, and just seeing where it's at now. And a lot of times I say it in a complaining, in a maybe not complaining, but I don't know. I point out now it's a corporate, work friendly, um, politically correct, kind of working environment where so it's not about that magic that it used to be about. Everybody worked very hard to protect that magic because they made a living off of it, and now it's not about that magic at all. And so it's interesting just to imagine like how if it does change into something else, like what is it going to be, and by its roots being ripped right out of the ground and moving and being replanted, it seems like that's a definite possible point of another direction taking place, and who knows what. But being one of the only guys from my generation that still moves, still wrestling, I still feel good and still do my moves, and there's not many of my peers that do that, especially like RVD, because nobody does it like RVD, one of a kind. Um, but being in that position, having the knowledge and experience that I do, and still having the physical abilities that I do, I feel like I'm in a really good place, even though um, my place in the long run might not be about wrestling at all. As far as in the wrestling world or wrestling universe, if wrestling is going to grow into something else, I just know I'm in a good position, even if Trips isn't calling me, asking me to 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 be there every Monday night or whatever. Either way, it's like I feel like I'm in a great position that only good things can come from, and and it does. That's why I'm still wrestling. That's why I do all the autograph signings and meet with all the fans. Like I love that. So hopefully I'll always do that. And of course, I see my value and express my value there. But as far as the world of wrestling possibly becoming something different and stuff, um, there's going to be a need for my one of a kind perspective somewhere.